All right, there we go. There we go. All right, what's up, everybody? How we doing? Good to see you. Thanks for smashing a few hearts there. I appreciate that. Get the show going here in a sec. And now I want to make sure my YouTube channel simulcast is up and running. I'm having some trouble with that lately. Does happen on occasion. All right, we're looking good. Yes, YouTube is up and running. Let's get this going, man. Let's get it going. All right, that's good. That's good. All right, we're looking good. We're looking good. Hey, everybody, how you doing? My name is Chris. It's the Cool and Common Stream. Happy Sunday. Sunday after the con. Oh boy. Let me know in the chat if you picked up any good stuff at any of the con vendors this year. Always interested in seeing and hearing what other people picked up. I am such a big Crow fan. I wish I had gotten my hands on some of that Crow. So far, I'm just eating Crow. I haven't bought any Crow. I'm hoping maybe I can pick some up from somebody. Those Marvel packs, if you're here for the Marvel packs, I apologize. Never got them. Never got them. So that was a little problem. I know high demand, right? The more popular the whatnot stuff is going, the more demand there is. So making it very competitive. Andrew, what's up? Sir Dabs a bit. Good to see you. Hey, great show last night. Great show last night. I'm glad I was able to hop in there towards the end and check it out. Super cool. Appreciate you. If you guys aren't following Sir Dabs a bit, throw him a little follow. I'm going to start with a handful of something for the sci-fi fans out there. Check this out. Popping back up in a little bit while you pack the orders. Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's see if I have these in the right order. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. This is a nice run. If somebody wants a chunk of this run, I can definitely work on the price. So here we go. I'm going to show them all. Maybe I'll run them as a bulk. Sold 3 covers from my packs on the bay already. Nice. Had a few offers of 200 for the John Boy Myers sign. Nice. Oh, that's awesome. Happy for you, bro. That's great. This cover kind of reminds me of the Alien Earth. I'm getting an Alien Earth vibe out of that ram right there. If you haven't seen the Alien Earth show, I just finished it up this morning. Excellent. But this is Philip K. Dick, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Super cool. Super duper cool. And then when you think about it, this is kind of the theme of Alien Earth a little bit. So just think about it. All right. Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? This series is all on the heavy duty card stock. It's like a little trade. All right. It's got the glossy paper. You got the card stock. These are all in like new condition. A little bit of surface wear on them. But let me show you what I got. We got issue number 4. The octopus eye is pretty. The octopus. I love that they introduced new alien species that we've never seen before, and how they interact with each other. That is super cool. Issue number 6. Yeah. Spoiler alert: when it goes into the dead guy's eye at the end, oh boy. I was like, wouldn't you want like a fresh guy? But I don't know. We'll see if he can talk in season 2. Here's issue number 9. Got another issue number 9 variant cover. Definitely curious to see how it all plays out. Yeah, most definitely. Issue number 10. Again, these are all brand new. There's no creasing. A little bit of wear, a little surface wear on them. Very neat series. If you're a fan of sci-fi, fan of PKD, here's number 13. A friend of mine's got a sci-fi book show coming on later today. C. Mac Finn. If you're into the sci-fi, check him out. His thumbnail is a first edition Philip K. Dick cover for one of his early books. That's 13. There's another 13 variant. There's 16. Brian, I thought that said Brain Pets. Brian's Pets. There's number 16. Winner of the Eisner Award. There is no salvation. Number 17. If you're a fan of Blade Runner, but never read the source material, this experimental adaptation should be just the ticket. Well, you could read the book too, but I think this is a visual tour de force. Number 17. Number 18. And last one I have in this lot is 24. All right, so let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. I'm just going to ask real quick, anybody need any of those? Let me know, because I'm going to run the whole lot at 20 bucks right now. It's less than $2 a book. I do use flat rate shipping, so that means you're going to pay once for the shipping. Once you're at or above a pound is when the shipping stops, right? So once you get to 1 pound, let me get to, I can't type and talk at the same time. There you go. $20. We'll do 30 seconds. So once I decided to do flat rate shipping, I was real happy with that decision because you're only charged incrementally up until you get to 1 pound of stuff. So if you're seeing $9.22 right now, so you're looking at maybe $29, 30 bucks for all of these, 11 of them. After that, shipping is free. Coffee time. Cheers, everybody. Good morning. I'm Chris. Thanks for stopping in. All right, here we go. So there's the PKD. Let's keep that in order. I know I do have a few more elsewhere. So as I've been getting better organized, I did a few cons, local cons recently. Selling live for the first time. It's a lot of fun. Pretty painless, easy to do. Other than lugging your comics everywhere and getting them all set up. But met so many cool people, other great sellers, lots of fun. Let's do a little deal here. Get your kids into reading some comics. Marvel Adventures, all age comics. The comic characters you love, but in a kid-friendly manner, right? We all know comics have gotten a little more adult. And let me just run this one here. 2 books. We'll do 2 for $5. As comics have gotten a little more violent, a little more sexually explicit, some darker themes. There are certainly still some comic books and runs that kind of cater to the youth. And a friend of mine was telling me that his grandson was into comics, just starting to learn how to read. And he would enjoy it when he sat down with Grandpa and Grandpa read him some comics. So I gave him a stack of these. Must have given him like 20 or 30 of the Marvel Adventures. And his grandson loved it. He gave them to him for his birthday. All right. So for the rest of the show now, I got a little bit of Dark Horse, a chunk of Image, a little bit of DC, and a chunk of Marvel. So that's what we'll do now. We'll just kind of run it through. Starting off with the Dark Horse. I'll just start running some of these. Again, we'll put some together. Dark Horse Bubblegum Crisis, Grand Mall. Nice one. So I got a few. Here. It's a 4-issue series, part of the Dark Horse manga line. There's number 2. There's number 3. Bubblegum Crisis, Grand Mall. I think manga is getting even more and more popular. It's crazy. I was on Netflix last night, and the whole what is it? Demon Hunter, K-pop Demon Hunter. Oh my God! Bubblegum Crisis, issue number 4. So I got 3/4 of the series here. Everything except number 1. Oh, what's going on here? That looks like a fun weekend. Well, now. All right, Bubblegum Crisis. It's a 4-issue series. That is issue 2, 3, and 4. Let's start it up. I'll keep the shipping weight low. Usually I do $3 a book. That's $9. Let's go 7. Lucky number 7. Up and running. Bubblegum Crisis, Dark Horse. Last few seconds. All right, thanks for looking at that. And the other Dark Horse I have is a little more manga. A wee bit more manga. And that would be Outlanders. Dark Horse Comics Outlanders. This is book 5. 40 pages, no ads. Outlanders 5. Outlanders 7. Ooh. Looks like another good weekend here. All right. All my when you see me show comics like this, I do send out all my comics in brand new bags and boards, okay? I don't just take this, throw it in something. You're going to get it very securely wrapped in brand new bags and boards. All right, everything. Brand new bags and boards. Outlanders, Dark Horse, issue 5 and 7. Let's do another 2 for 5. Up and running. Bearded Dad, good to see you. Spider-Man stopped in, thank you. Thanks everybody for stopping in. I know it is crazy busy, right? I mean, this is honestly probably not the greatest time to do a show like this, but during the con it's fun. You get a lot of traffic though. It's okay. You know, I can't compete with Rob Liefeld on the Whatnot stage signing or Todd McFarlane, you know, but that's not what I'm here for. So, all right, there's the Dark Horse. Now let's start a little image run. I'm just gonna start all these $3. We'll go rapid fire. All right, we'll go 15 seconds and just start chugging through. Gen 13, number 2. Up and running. So we're going to start out with some Gen 13 here. We'll get into a little Wildstorm stuff. I got some Max in here. All kinds of good stuff. GTMF, good to see you. All right. Up next, we got Gen 13 number 3. Norton. Nice cover. If anybody likes, if you're into Gen 13, for example, and you want to put a run together after you see some single issues, just let me know in the chat. Always happy to bundle stuff together. Give you a nice discount. Nothing wrong with that. Gen 13, number 4. Kind of looks like Alien right there. There's a little Alien ripoff for you. Started off the show talking about Alien Earth a little bit, so I'm sensitive to aliens right now. Thanks, good to see you. Gen 13, number 5. We got a little. Why do people put stickers on the comics? I don't know. Looks real nice otherwise. Nice little reader copy. A little sticker residue down there. $1. If it helps you add to your collection, grab it for $1. Aria, good to see you. Gen 13, number 5. Rocking and rolling. Generally, these are all in real nice shape. If there's any issues with Gen 13 you're looking for, let me know. I'll jump to it for you. Got another little handful of these left. Not the Batman. Good to see you. All right. Gen 13, number 6. Jim Lee cover. Jim Lee on the cover. Come on now. $3. Little Jim Lee love. Hunting the graphic novels. Ooh. I do on occasion do a graphic novel night. What kind of graphic novels are you looking for, Aria? ElfQuest. Oh my goodness. I got a ton. I'm just trying to think if I have any of the graphic novels. I got a ton of ElfQuest comics. A ton. But do I have the graphic novels? I might have a few in there. Aria, if you send me a message through Whatnot, let me know exactly what you're looking for. I'll be happy to try to dig through, and if I have it, I'll reach out to you. Gen 13, number 11. Yeah, I got some of the OG. I got some of the OG ElfQuest, the original ElfQuest back in the day, as well as the Marvel stuff, a little bit of the modern stuff. Yeah, people who love ElfQuest, man, they are all in on ElfQuest. That's awesome. You met Richard and Wendy Peeney at Terrificon. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, yeah. There's I think it's on, is it on Prime or was it Hulu? It might have been Tubi. Um, Gen 13, number 12. Um, there's a documentary about them. I forget the name of it now. $3, 15 seconds, Gen 13, sexy number 12. Um, It's a great documentary. I'll see if I can Google the name of it. But Wendy Pini used to go to Comic Cons in the '70s dressed as Red Sonja. That's how she first kind of got noticed. One of the first comics you read. Nice. Gen 13, number 16. $3, 15 seconds. 50 seconds, a little too much. Let me see. New documentary on ElfQuest. Was it on YouTube? Yeah, there's a YouTube documentary on the history of ElfQuest. Maybe that's where I saw it. Here, let's see if hold on a sec. Let me see if I can show you guys this. This is pretty cool. I'll be on YouTube showing YouTube videos, but that's okay. Let me get my music situated here. All right, let me pause that. Check this out. All right, July 28th, 1977. Why is that so quiet? Hold on a second. See if we can make this louder. Let's check this out. Here we go. Gen 13, get out of the way. We're talking ElfQuest here for a second. Mike Douglas was a TV talk show host back in the 70s. He was like the guy. He was the guy. And let me see. You guys get out of the way. I think we're good there. All right. Why is that so quiet? There we go. Check this out.
One of the things that I have learned about Jamie this week is that he's a fan of comic books.
Great mentality, right?
So my next guest is appropriately a man who devotes much of his time to the study of the comic book. Here is Phil Suling. Welcome, Phil. A grown man with a head full of comic.
See? He's making fun of him.
A grown man with a head full of comic books. I didn't know you were my mother.
Well, I read thousands of them when I was a kid, and the interest never died. It's a love. It's something that you just can't do unless you really love it, unless you're devoted to it. I like these. I've read Faulkner, Steinbeck, Hemingway, and I love these also. This is not instead of. This is in addition to it. I think this is part of America's...
What did it do for you as a kid? And tell me why they're so popular. What did it do for you as a kid?
One thing it did was it accelerated my reading speed. I'm a super fast reader without Evelyn Woods, and I owe it to Superman.
What is that man doing? He is reading an encyclopedia.
I had to. On the rainy days, on the porches in my neighborhood, there were so many boxes full of comic books that you had to read fast in order to read all of them.
But besides reading fast, I mean, you had a great imagination, obviously, and it stimulates that.
They did that, yes. That lets you take off.
Well, the interesting thing, too, about comic books, Mike, a lot of movie directors studied comic books because that was the original framing. That's how they came around to storyboarding commercials. I mean, Alfred Hitchcock used the comic books as a way of framing because they'd have a master shot and a close-up.
A lot of directors today use the storyboard prints.
Sure.
Just like that. And Batman was a hit. And how? And don't forget Wonder Woman. Wow. Why were they more
This is July 28th, 1976. Wendy Pini makes an appearance here, so we're
At one time,
checking it out.
World War, we had one enemy out there, and everybody was against that one enemy, and we were all united against it. And the comic books, of course, big and in color, they showed us, very simplified, they showed us who we were against. And the soldiers who went overseas, young boys taken away for the first time, they read them by the thousands. They were the biggest customers of comic books ever. That cover.
May I show this to Cameron? Because this is probably, I have no idea what this is worth now. Can you give me an idea, Phil, what a copy like that is?
That book in itself is worth $15 or $20. It's become an antique.
Yeah.
Collector's
What's it
item.
worth today?
And it was 10 cents in July and August.
And look at how many pages they had.
Which
in
year
this,
was
too.
that, Mike? I don't know what year. What year?
This is about 1942.
That's the era you're talking about. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it was a 30-year-old comic at the time.
Oh, yeah. Next one coming up, Mike, is a classic. This is the one that's made
Oh,
Marlon
the
Brando
Blue
$2
Diamond.
million or $3 million.
The comic book.
Original Superman. Look at that.
That's the first.
Oh,
That's
let
the
me-
first
this-
one.
This is
What?
This is the McCoy here.
Superman #1. He's just holding it. Look at that.
Can you tell?
I checked his fingers; they were clean and everything.
What is that one worth?
This, the original.
This is worth about $1,500 now.
Oh.
You kidding?
Oh.
Yeah. Try a couple million.
This one, Mike, was the first one. This is the first comic book that was ever produced
Button Jeff.
in serial
It's
form.
crazy.
Famous
This is
funny.
number 1 on it.
Stop touching it.
This comic book was born.
Look
in
at these guys. Oh,
1934.
my God.
That's when I was
This
born.
is great.
So there's a kinship there.
Yes. This is insane.
How many comic books? Well, I buy them, sell them, and trade them so that it fluctuates.
Oh,
but
you're
about 10 or 15,000.
It's a veritable fortune, isn't it?
I'll bet you out there are I'd say 500 kids who have more than 25,000, and that's not even strong collecting. They just accumulate.
It seems to me that the superheroes are
They do
more
accumulate.
important than the other comics.
The superheroes caught everybody's fancy. Everybody was interested in science fiction and pulps and juvenile literature. But when you put a costume
Another 5
on
minutes.
this Errol Flynn type hero,
Let's watch it. We're trying to find Wendy Pini in here.
About 1938, and that was Superman.
That was the first hero they introduced?
That was the one.
Superman.
That's the one.
And he got gypped out.
Wow.
Well, that's another story. They're doing very well. Both Siegel
mean
and
the
Schuster,
Schuster?
the two young fellas, they were 16 when they originated.
Yeah.
And didn't sell it for another year or two, but then it
From then to now. Wow. That's crazy.
Films, television. It's been in every medium that you can name.
Are you talking about the fellow who originated?
Yeah.
it?
Two gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that time, 2 high school kids.
Now,
Jerry
is
Siegel and Joel
Superman
Schuster.
responsible for the other superheroes, would you say?
Yeah.
Tell them about Captain Marvel before you show the Batman. Captain Marvel, maybe some of you remember him, and it was because of Superman, Captain Marvel had to disappear, right?
That's right. There was the idea of a super being with all powerful characteristics. Well, as soon as Superman was a hit, of course, there were thousands of publishers who wanted to publish thousands of heroes. And the biggest selling comic book of all time was Captain Marvel, which, I don't know if you know this, Jamie. Was
I think we lost Arya Stark.
Oh, yeah.
That's all right. We're going to show it anyway. I want to see Wendy Pini dressed as Red Sonja.
And Captain Marvel was here's the original Captain Marvel.
Let me show
Oh,
that.
yeah. That's
Oh, yeah. Oh, my. I remember that.
Bullet Man. Right? That's Bullet Man.
Nose.
Yeah.
Really is.
Star Spangled Kid.
Look at
He
Bullet
really
Man. Blue
knows.
Beetle. He's got a head shaped like Tom
Man, oh man.
Spy Smasher. That was the Spy Smasher.
Crazy.
What happened to Shakespeare?
Comics have come a long way.
Still writing.
But they had characters like Steel Sterling, right? He fell into a vat of steel and came out the superhero.
And his underwear had rivets in it. That's a superpower. I'll never understand.
I want to tell you, that's some kind of superpower.
The war years, they personified the flag. They made him Captain America. And
Bucky, his sidekick. Yeah.
yeah, that was really a
Look at
big
the
one.
swastika down there. That's
Yeah.
wild.
It's a beautiful cover.
So after the Red Skull, he was always after him.
Yeah. And they tried every characteristic that a superhero could have, whether it was strength or speed. And they had one called Plastic Man.
Oh, yeah.
You
Plastic-
this
I
one,
like
right?
Plastic Man. It's one of my favorites. What are you laughing at? This guy, Plastic Man, was a criminal. And he got shot, right? And
I like this as police. Look at the billing, police.
How did Plastic Man become Plastic Man?
Something spilled on him.
No, actually, it's the other guy who took the rivets off. And the plastic spilled out the window.
absolutely. There's some of the old
No,
ones
there's no
that
more
give away
comic
to
book
the new ones.
heroes.
This is
Flash.
the Flash. There's the
How
old
clueless is
Flash
Mike
fighting
Douglas?
the new Flash.
Today we have
Sorry,
a
Mike.
Flash
Rest in
shirt.
peace, buddy. But still,
The old Flash fighting the new
that's
Flash.
how it was back in the
And boom.
'70s, man.
They've tried a lot of different formats and different characterizations. Wonder Woman, for instance, for a while changed, and she looked like this. But she went
That's
back.
a little too tailored a look for
Yeah,
Wonder Woman.
it sure
That's right.
You know, it looks like somebody going, listen.
But here's the Captain Marvel coming back, this time with the approval of Superman.
That's
Shazam's
quite
a big
nice.
Shazam is there again.
This
Oh, look at this.
This was
Jungle
DC
Comics.
Comics. Yeah, the Jungle Comics. They used to put out Planet Comics as well, which
Right.
I'll bet you, where George Lucas got a lot of his ideas for Star Wars out of Planet
That's
Comics.
right.
No
Jamie
doubt about it.
knows.
See, this
Jamie
cover,
Farr
This is
knows.
before King Kong, too, isn't it?
Yeah, this cover,
And Sheen in it.
it never hurt to sell the book to have a beautiful girl on the cover, and they're still doing that.
And they're still doing
I
that.
read
Yes.
those. Yeah, this is a new one.
I don't know that one.
50 years in the future, they're still
You can
doing
see
it.
why the kids are spending
All right,
money
here we
on
go. Wendy Pini alert.
it. Red Sonja.
What is she all about?
Oh, come on, Mike. I'll trade you Red Sonja
Wait a
for
minute.
Wonder Woman.
Wait a minute. I just noticed. Wait a minute. Red Sonja has rivets in her underwear.
Poor Mr. Sonja.
Solid steer.
Jamie, we have a surprise for you. One of these comic superheroes.
General Westmoreland's coming back.
All right, here it comes. Here it comes. Here's the build-up.
Superheroes is actually here today, and he's offered to take you to lunch. May we meet our superhero, please?
Who's that?
Who could it be? That's Wendy Pini, Elf Quest. That's funny. There you go. All right, that was a long way to go for a Wendy Pini, for a Wendy Pini look, but yeah, that was. I remember that from the documentary. That's how she first got around in the comic book scene. She loved Red Sonja, and she would before that was a thing, before the word cosplay ever existed, she was out there doing it. That's pretty wild. And hey, it's the '70s, so I think that was a pretty accurate costume. All right, let's get this show back on track. Something about selling comics, something like that. All right, here we go. That was pretty cool. Yeah, she's on for like 5 seconds at the end. I know. Like I said, long way to go for the punchline of Wendy Pini, but all right, back to the Gen 13. We are chugging through some Gen 13 here. There's number 17. This is the last one of Gen 13. Last few seconds on the Gen 13. All right, now we're into Wildcats. Jim Lee, number 2. The holo cover. So, if you don't know, or if you haven't seen it, there was actually a Saturday morning cartoon series of Wildcats, and I've actually been kind of slowly chugging through it, and it's okay. It's okay. It's one of those typical '90s Saturday morning cartoons. It is pretty funny though. The first episode where they introduce all the characters and their powers and all that. Here's one you don't see too often. Wildcats, number 25, foil cover. Wildcats 25. Good looking book. $3. 10 seconds. Up and running. All right. right, and then the last Wildcats, number 40, still sealed in the bag. Includes special limited edition preview copy of Divine Right, new sketches, interviews, still sealed, and then it's bagged and boarded as well. Wildcats number 40, preview of Divine Right, $3, 10 seconds. MJ Tom, 78. Hello, hello. All right, let's put these over here. Because now we're moving on to the Max. Max number 2. Okay, we had another number 2. Max number 4. Love the Sam Keith covers. I say this every time I show the Max. I love the Sam Keith Wolverine covers. Love it, love it, love it. $3, 10 seconds on number 4. Let's see here. We got a couple here. So let's do 4. Issue number 5. Issue number 6. Issue number 7. So we got Max 4, 5, 6, 7. And 8. 5 books. We'll do $2 a book. $10. $10, 10 seconds, up and running. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. Do it one more time. I see I have one more here. The Max number 15. 15. We'll throw that one in there too. We'll keep the price the same. $10, 10 seconds. One more book in there in case anybody's interested. Gets the hose again. What is up? Good to see you. Okay, that's the end of the Max for today. Let's see, there was another number 5 hiding over here. All right, a little Shadowhawk. Get the rest of this image out here. All right, we got some Shadowhawk. Let's see what we got. Shadowhawk number 2, extra limited preview, Spawn, popping in. Spawn popping into Shadowhawk. Nice. There's number 2. Number 3. Let's see, was Shadowhawk bigger than Spawn at that time? He might have been. 4. Another guest appearance. 14. Oh, this one's cool. 15. Jim and Pat and Jason. You can definitely see Jim Lee in here. Jim and Pat and Jason. That's number 15. And then we got number 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 books. Let's keep it $2 a book. 6 books, $12, 10 seconds. Nice little run of Shadowhawk there for you. Got that special issue number 2, Spawn. Alright, let's keep these guys here in order. And then we got a little Image Pit coming up. See what we got here. Pit number 2. Pit number 3. Pit number 4. Pit number 5. This one looks like it's got a little, somebody put a glass or something down on there. It's not wet, but it's definitely indented. So we're just going to throw that. We're not going to count that. That's a freebie. Pit number 13. All right. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books. We're going to count it as 4 books. $2 a book on the bundle. $8. 10 seconds on the pit. 1 book free. Steven, thanks for coming on in. Supermom, good to see you. Did I run that? I don't know if I ran that. $8. Oh, because I dropped it down to 10 seconds. That's why. There it goes. All right. We'll keep those guys together. Oh, a little trencher here. Trencher number 3. I love the artwork on this book. Trencher number 4. I'm sorry, number 2. Number 2. 2 and 3 on Trencher. $4. 10 seconds. All right. There's Trencher. Going to bring a little Sexy. We're bringing Sexy back. We're bringing Sexy back. Let's do a 2 for here. The Darkness. Number 3. Nice one. Silvestri on the cover there. Nice. And let's pair her up, or him, I guess, but her on the cover with Witchblade. Michael Turner. Number 12. Darkness and Witchblade. 2 for 2 books, 1 money, $4. 10 seconds. Up and running. No stress. How's it going? Manuel, good to see you. All right. Savage Dragon number 3. Savage Dragon versus Bedrock. $3 start. Up and running. All right. Put these guys back over here. All right. How about a little kick ass? Kick ass number 10. Not bad. A few little spine ticks right there. Love this series. Love the kick ass series. Number 10. Coming your way. Okay. Wildstorm number 32. Limited edition preview of Phantom Guard. 8-page story. Never before seen sketches. Interviews. Another sealed book. Wetwork number 32. Okay. We got Image. Nowhere Men number 8. Interesting series. This book is like near mint to mint. Another one of those interesting series. Every once in a while, an Image, Dark Horse, get one of those interesting series. Sometimes people dug it and it went for a while. Sometimes they got cut short. A lot of times, stories like this is where they're coming back now and looking at them again and starting to put together, TV shows and limited series on them. Here's a cool cover. Crimson number 2. Look at that. Dynamic forces on this one. Got the rainbow foil. Sweet. Crimson number 2. $3. All right. Deviate. Image. Issue number 3. Issue number 3. Let me look up something real quick here. All right. All right, I got a little kiss coming up next, so hold on tight. Riptide Exposed, Team Youngblood, number 14. Got a rock and roll comic coming up. Here it is. Kiss, Psycho Circus, Destroyer Part 1. Got a little wear. It's probably fine. Just checking comps. Oh, so yesterday, interesting. So yesterday, a new thrift store opened near me, and I went to go take a look. Spent a little bit of time there. I found Gene Simmons' biography there. Super cool. Really neat. So I'll be bringing that here to my CD show on Whatnot. Awesome. Kiss, Psycho Circus. Hey, it's not Disturbed number 2, but it's Kiss, Psycho Circus Number 10. I'm going to put 5 on it. 10 seconds. Up and running. All right. Spirit of the Tao. Nice one. This is issue number 3. Image, Top Cow, $3. Okay, up next, Image, Hellshock number 2. Jay Lee. This one is another near mint to mint book. Great condition. Hellshock, I think I've got that whole series once or twice sitting around somewhere. Issue number 2. Up next, Wildstorm Universe 1997. Nice little wraparound cover. Oh, whoo, almost fumbled that one. I guess I did fumble, but I recovered the fumble. Beefquake, what's up? 10 seconds on that one. Up next, we got the one everybody knows and loves. The Wildstorm Swimsuit Special coming up next. All right, here they come. Here they come. Swimsuit Special number 2. Brought back by popular demand. Nice little Jim Lee cover there. Nice little wraparound cover here. There you go. Sun your buns. Sun your buns. Let's go. All right, before I drop this one too. Spine's in real nice shape. Swimsuit Special. Only $3. 10 seconds. All right, that, my friends, is the end of the Image pile. Now I got a short stack of DC. We'll start with Superman. All right, we're on DC now. Short stack of Superman coming up. Actually, is this all Superman? No, it is not all Superman. But Superman reminds me of something. So this week, I also finished up with Peacemaker Season 2. It's getting a little bit of hate on the internets, but I thought it was good. I liked it. I got real excited at the end when, spoiler alert, okay, spoiler alert, at the end there when they create Checkmate. Checkmate is now a thing in the DC universe. I got a lot of Checkmate comic books. I had to go back and check. I was like, wait a minute, Checkmate? What? So I went back and checked the Checkmate runs. There's 2 runs, but the reason I'm bringing it up here when I'm talking about Superman, it's not this book, but Action Comics number 598 is the first appearance of Checkmate. This is Adventures of Superman 517, which has nothing to do with that at all. But I'm on the lookout. I think I might have. It's the picture of Superman and Lois flying above Metropolis with a nuclear explosion in the background. That's Action Comics 598. First appearance of Checkmate. And then I was thinking, all right, well, Checkmate number 1. You know, what's this? So I don't know if we're going to see a surge. I don't know if there's a little bump. Get this one going for $3. I don't know if there's going to be a little bit of a bump in Checkmate interest or comics as people try to find that, because it's definitely going to be part of Man of Tomorrow. Justice League, number 12, New 52. There's the cover that freaked everybody out. Jim Lee, Superman kissing Wonder Woman. She's got the lasso of truth, so you know he means it. Justice League, number 12, $3. 10 seconds. Great Jim Lee cover there. Some classic Jim Lee Superman covers. Screamer, number 1, 6-issue limited series, $3. Up and running. All right, up next, we got to clear the decks here. Up next, I got a little bit of a set. All right, DC Comics. This one's really neat. All right, DC Comics Men of War. All right, I got issue number 2. Check out the background. Check out the background. What's going on there with the skulls? Very cool. So Men of War number 2. Men of War number 3. Men of War number 4. Men of War number 5. Men of War number 6. Great cover there. Number 7. Number 8. Key issue. Frankenstein joins the battle. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. DC. That is 2 through 8. Let me double check this. I don't know if that's the whole run except for 1. Let's check the run on this. Men of War is, let's see. That's the OG Men of War. What do I got? Through 8. Yeah, it is. I'm just missing issue 1. Yep. 8's the last issue. So this is an 8-issue run from 2012. Men of War. So I'm just missing number 1. We got 7 issues there. Let's do $15 on it. I like the Frankenstein. What caught my eye on this, I remember now when I sourced these. Frankenstein, because of Creature Commandos, was on my mind. So when I saw Frankenstein on there, I went, oh, there you go. And then the fact that it was just missing issue 1, I'm hoping I can grab an issue number 1 at some point. We'll run it again, $15. All right, and now for something completely different. I do like finding the odd, weird, and funny stuff. I think this counts. Any basketball fans in the house, or if you're watching on YouTube, here we go. TNT's Inside the NBA Justice League crossover. How about that? Chuck, Shaq. Oh my God, it's hysterical. Inside the NBA All-Star Weekend. Wonder Woman, they're all there. Oh my God. Let me get another page. Let's see what the cover page looks like. They're doing a little race. They're racing. Oh my God, that's hysterical. All right, there it is. Inside the NBA and the Justice League. We'll do $3 on it just for the novelty of it. Flick Flack Mac, good to see you. Spider Jabby, thanks for coming on in, everybody. My name is Chris. It's the Cool and Common Stream. Doing a little comic book show here. My little corner or whatnot. Going through a short box of comics. So far, we've been through some PKD, Philip K. Dick. We went through Dark Horse Comics. Now we're just wrapping up the DC, and then we're going to hit some Marvel to end the show. Tiny Titans, return to the treehouse. The Tiny Titans series. Again, I like finding the weird, the oddball. That definitely counts. This one should really just be this next one. Yeah, this next one I'm just going to do as a... Yeah, we'll do a little dollar deal on this one. Alright, I got a little reader copy for you. Scooby-Doo Team Up. Scooby-Doo Crew and Batmite. I'm just going to run this at $1. It's a little too beat up. But it is complete. There's no tears, there's no rips. Little dog ear on the corner. $1. Add it to your Scooby-Doo collection. Could also be a giveaway book in the future. Who knows? Alright, so that's the end of the DC. So a little bit of DC in there. But now, let's jump into some Marvel. Let's see the DC back. I think, speaking of Marvel, I think the next show might be an all X-Men show. Or I might do that as a theme show. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Alright, here we go. I'm going to show some of these. Magic has it going. And then I'm not going to run all these individually per se, but we'll see if we find some interesting things here. Power Pack. Power Pack number 2. Number 11. Power Pack number 12. Just make sure we're still good here with the stream. Yes. Alright, stream's looking good. That is Power Pack 12. Guest starring X-Men. Power Pack number 13. Power Pack number 14. I thought there was a little bit of buzz about Power Pack coming to the screen at some point, but there you go. Beta Ray Bill making a guest appearance, number 15. Yeah, I don't think that's happening anytime soon. Power Pack. Power Pack 16. No comment. Power Pack 16. Power Pack number 18. Newsstands here. Dab and Dad, what's up? Audubon, good to see you. Going through a little Marvel here. Let me know if you see anything you like. Let me know if there's anything you're looking for in the chat, please. Power Pack number 20. New Mutants appear in this. Again, newsstand. Power Pack 21. Spider-Man making a guest appearance. Newsstand. Power Pack 22. Newsy. Power Pack 23. So Eric, how you doing? I'm sure you're watching. I think these are the leftovers from the Power Pack sourcing. Power Pack 24. Guest cameo by Cloak. All newsstands here. If there are any you're missing, Eric, just let me know, and we'll throw them in a box for you. Power Pack 25. Big number 25. Newsstand. Power Pack 26. Cloak going rogue on the kids. Not too many issues where you see the kids actually hitting people. Power Pack number 27. Wolverine and X Factor. What the? How about that? All right. That's it for Power Pack. Now, hello. Hello, beautiful. Little X-Men Unlimited number 4. That's a thick boy. Looks great. Staples are great. Everything about that looks good. $3. Up and running. X-Men Unlimited. That's a nice little series. X-Force number 3. I'm gonna run this one at $1 because there's a little dent right there. Nice reader copy. X-Force. Do $1 on that. Alright, let's move these guys. Let's see if we can do another little run for you. Keep things moving. Alright. Amazing. Amazing X-Men. Number 2. Amazing number 3. Age of Apocalypse. Amazing X-Men 2 and 3. 2 books, $5. Up and running. Kush, how you doing? Alright, so there's X-Men. How about nice little limited series. X-Men Rogue. Got the nice little foil up top. Nice little foil. Direct edition. Spine looks nice. Again, all my books will get sent to you bagged and boarded. Alright, comes right out of here. Brand new bags and boards. Shipped tight. Rogue. Number 2. Only $3. X-Men number 8. Alright, up next, let me show you this. X Factor number 72. Death of Madrox. But check out what's inside here. New Dungeons and Dragons advertisement. Crazy. And then this is like a glossy insert. Advertising for Fleer cards. And hockey cards. And Game Boy games. Wow. How about that? Pretty cool. X Factor 72, $3. All right. Thanks for looking at that one. So, not to be confused with X Factor or X Force, here is Factor X, issue number 4. Again, you still got Age of Apocalypse going on here. Factor X 4, Factor X 2. So 2 and 4. Then if these don't sell, they'll probably pop up in the, 2, 3, and 4. I'm just going to say if these don't sell, I've got a whole other short box full of X-Men comics right now. So they'll show up there. Factor X number 2. Factor X number 3. Factor X number 4. $3, $8. Tito, what's up? Alright, I'm going to grab that last handful of Marvel. 2, 3, 4. Alright, here we go. Home stretch. X-Men number 10. The Return of Longshot. Newsstand. Jim Lee cover, by the way. Never want to discount that. Jim Lee cover. Return of Longshot. Up and running. 10 seconds. Okay. X-Men Annual number 9. Storm, Goddess of Thunder. Very nice. It's actually in really good shape, so throw a couple of bucks on it for the annual and the great condition it's in. We're going to do 5 on that one. X-Men Annual number 9. Alright, we got Uncanny 274. Sexy cover. Sexy cover time. Newsy, $3. There's Uncanny 285, Portal's End. Uncanny number 286. Jim Lee cover. Nexus, good to see you. Thanks for stopping on in. Appreciate it. Running through a short box here. Running through some Marvel now. Got a bunch of X-Men, a few other things here. Uncanny. There you go. 328. Psylocke Sabretooth. Up next, we got Uncanny, 331. 331. Again, every comic gets a brand new bag and board. If you see it bagged like this, it's going to get a brand new bag and board. If you see it raw, it's going to get a brand new bag and board. If you see it bagged and boarded, it's going to get a brand new bag and board. Uncanny, 335. Going from Onslaught to Apocalypse. $3, 10 seconds. Thanks for stopping in, guys. I do use flat rate shipping as well in my comic book shows. So once you get above a pound or basically 3 comic books, shipping is going to be free after that. All right, you're going to be flatlined at $9, and I think it's 22 cents for shipping. Uncanny, 348. Got the little flip out cover. $3, 10 seconds. Just check on this next one real quick. Direct edition or newsstand? Let's see. Direct edition or newsstand? It's the newsy. Oh boy. Interesting. Interesting. I remember why I picked this up. Wow. All right, we got a big boy book coming up. X-Men Uncanny, issue 544, newsstand. The final issue. Wow, there's not a lot of sales data for it, but it is friggin' up there. That's weird. Hold on, let me check one other thing here real quick. Let me see. Here's the book I'm talking about. Let me see something. Hmm. Wow. Get the hell out of here. Hmm. All right. Well, Andrew, I'm just looking up comps on this. This thing goes anywhere from 30 something to 100 and something bucks. Somebody's got like the last 10 issues sold for 900 bucks. It's crazy. Next weekend I cannot make it to Baltimore. I really wanted to though. I know. Yep. But maybe next year I could do a little better planning ahead of time. We shall see. We shall see. All right. So this one, Jesus Christ, man, this book is driving me nuts. 35. Final issue. Uncanny X-Men. I'm going to bag and board it right now. Look it up. Check out the comps. It's crazy. All right. This is one of those special books. Hold on. Let's do this right now. I'm not even going to mess around with it. So you think you're going to try to do any shows like at night or something during the con, or what's your game plan for Baltimore Comic Con this year? All right, there we go. Brand new bag and board on that bad boy. Wow. Haven't quite figured out your plan yet. Just know you'll be there Friday and Sunday so far. Okay. You think you get any better deals on Sunday at the con, or just those are your two available days? You got to work on the Saturday. It's like two little staple dimples right there. It's kind of weird. Mm-mm-mm. Submitting to CGC on Friday and then pick back up Sunday. Oh, I got you. I got you. I got you. Just got to write a note to myself on this one. That is the newsstand number 544. Wow. Got to check and see how many of these are actually out there. All right. I'm going to hold on to that one. Let's finish up the show. Got a little sidetracked there with that big boy book. All right. You know it, you love it. X-Force number 1. Sealed in the bag with the cards. With the... There's actually 2 cards there, I think. See if I can get them to separate. I don't think so. Oh, no. There they go. Hold on. Not quite. There's the promo t-shirt offer, and there is a card in there. Let's see. Hold on. I can hold that. Come on. Wiggle, jiggle. It's not coming. Hold on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Oh. Yeah. Ah, there you go. Cable. The cable card. Cable, cable, cable. Nice. Didn't feel like paying for a hotel room, so just drive home Friday, pick it up Sunday morning. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Sounds like a good plan. How many books are you submitting? Grabbed another one of these with Deadpool card the other day. Oh, did you? Yeah? Nice. Jean Grey and The Beast. All new X-Men number 15. That's pretty cool. Don't know that yet either. Figure it out this week. All right, that's a plan. That's a plan. X-Men 327. Up and running. Check out this Avengers versus X-Men here. I got a big chunk of the A versus X series. Avengers versus X-Men. 12-issue limited series. 13 if you count the 0 issue. Probably average about $6 to $10 a pop. Number 1, Key. Second appearance of Nova, Sam Alexander. But we don't got to worry about that because I start with book number 3. So we'll do 5. We'll do 5 apiece on these coming up here. Seems reasonable. All right. Avengers versus X-Men. All right. What was it again? 12. Come here. Get over here. Yeah, 12-issue limited series, okay? Issue 3. Issue 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Great cover. 10. All right. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. All right. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 issues. 8 issues in the 12-issue series. $5 a pop. Let's run it at 40. See if we got any interest. Eight issues. Avengers versus X-Men. A little bit below fair market value. All right. That's a nice little set there. 10, 9. Submariner on the cover. Dig that. 7, 6, 5. Little Phoenix action. 4, and 3. That's a nice little set right there. That's most of it. All right. Let us wrap it up, my friends, with a little bit of the King. Not Conan. King Kull. Kull the Conqueror. Issue number 2 from 1982. Issue 2, 1982. Let's check this out. Woo! Wraparound cover. Looks like a little corner bump there. Little loss right there on the corner. That's a nice book. Let me get the right weight back here. Go 5 on it. Kull the Conqueror. You know, Conan's cousin. Second cousin on his mother's side. Kull. All right, so the 1982 was a set of 2. That's the second book. All right. 1983, there was a 10-issue series. All right, so what I have next comes from the 10-issue 1983 series. All right, so there's 1982. But let's take the Wayback Machine, 1983. Kull the Conqueror, number 2. Nice condition. Quiet that down. All right. There we go. We're back. All right. Where was I? Kull the Conqueror, number 2. Can do 5 on this one as well. We'll see. I do have a nice little set here, but we'll run through them. Last 4 books. Dairy Queen Girl. Good to see you. OJ Burt, welcome. Walter Kickstart, good to see you. All right, so that's 1983 series, Kull the Conqueror number 2. We've also got number 3. Love that cover. Then we'll do 5. Up and running. All right. Number 4 in the 12-issue 1983 series, Kull the Conqueror. Again, everything gets brand new bags and boards. Love the map. Definitely not a Conan pose. But there you go. If you ever wanted a map of the area, sweet. Kull number 4. We'll go with 5. And last but not least, my friends, Kull number 5 in the 12-issue series. Super cool. Love that art on the cover. $5, 15 seconds. All right, let's go one-time offer. Kull 5. Let's go backwards. Let's go frontwards, I should say. 1982 series, number 2. I'm sorry, 1982 series. Let's get the 1983 series. This is all 1983. Number 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's a $20 set. Gonna run the whole set. Instead of 20, let's do 16. Get it up and running. Sudden death off. There we go. All right. All right, there we go, my friends. All right, another great show. Appreciate you all. Andrew, thanks for hanging out, keeping me company. Much appreciated. Let's go see. Let's go do a little raid action here. All right, appreciate everybody for stopping on by. Thank you to Eric for watching as always. We'll catch you later. Let's go jump in on one of the big boys. Comic Tom, let's do it. Have a good day, guys. You too now. Bye-bye.